Yeah. As you can see, I have a puzzle over a puzzle. I haven't got very far yet, just because I just started. Let's stop the chat open. Let's get it open, bruv. There we go. Now we got some nice flavoring. You can see the pirate and the witch and the missing piece from that last puzzle. Let me close this. Hello, Bobs. All right. Where's the post game? Lucas Ryman, Cam Talbot, Todd McClellan. Let's do this. Good game, boys.
Yeah, Lucas, just talk about just grinding this one out there, really limiting their opportunities and kind of holding it down there for the final period and a half it was.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of effort, maybe not the prettiest, but, you know, it's about getting it done. And, you know, we did that tonight with a lot of help from top. So, yeah, big one for us for sure.
Kim, what did you see on that last one with about 10 seconds left there?
Not much.
Just pinballing around. I was just trying to stay calm, stay patient, give myself both my edges, and no matter where it bounced, I'm just going to try to throw whatever I could in front of it. And just kind of reached around a big crowd, found it last second, and was able to just eat it. So, I mean, obviously, it feels good to make that stop, but like you said, we locked it down for the last probably 30 minutes there and didn't give up a ton. And I think that was only my third shot of the third period. So give our guys a ton of credit for the way we played and you know, learning to win those hockey games was huge, and we were able to do that time.
Hey, Kim, you've been in a lot of these playoff races. What's the key for these next 2 weeks for you guys?
Staying even keel. I mean, we can't get too high or too low. Obviously, this is a big emotional win. At home, we go on the road. We play a team that's playing extremely well now on Tuesday. So we have to make sure that we're not getting up here and not getting down here and just staying even keel and playing within ourselves and playing our game. And when we play our game, that's when we're successful. It's when we get away from it that we're not. So if we continue to play our game and play like that, I like our chances down the stretch.
Yeah, Cam, on the replay on that attempt by Middlestad, it looked like you couldn't even see him. Like he was sort of, someone sort of blocking you, and then you suddenly just
sort of blocking you.
Is that what really happened? Or
That's what happened, buddy.
I knew that he was there, and I knew when I took my awareness that there's a guy off to the back door, and I saw the scramble in front, and I knew that he hadn't really moved. So when the puck squirted that way, I knew that it was going to be a bang-bang play. And like I said, just kind of tried to throw everything I could to that side of the net and got my sight line at the last second. But, yeah, again, sometimes you got to get lucky.
Yeah, Lucas, this season you guys have had a lot of luck holding a lead when you had it going into the third, 15-0-2. Do you think about that when you're in that situation, or when the game is so important like today? Does it still always get?
Yeah, we're sitting there thinking about a game while it's playing.
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously.
Hey, we got this.
It's about, you got to balance it. You know, you don't want to make risky plays. You want to manage the game well, but at the same time, you got to keep playing. You know, the teams are so good. You can't just sit back for 20 minutes and take it.
Where's Ike go? Above repeal income tax. And for that one,
managing the game. So
right, we got Wallace down there. We got Carter.
So Lucas, you've been in a lot of games.
What's this
lately
bullshit?
A number of goals. How important is it going forward to be able to win a 2-1 game and know you can do that?
Yeah, I mean, it's huge. You know, the games are just getting tighter and tighter. You know, towards the end of the year.
Is that Dick Nixon right there?
Got to be able to lock games down and, you know, not just rely on offense. And, you know, I think
don't let this happen to you. Where's that at?
It's a big win in a lot of different areas, and something to build off of coming into the next game.
Lucas, 2 minutes into the game, you see the Brinket and then Watson get into fights. I mean, that dude for the bench.
Oh, there it is, right there, right next to LBJ.
Fight, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, it was awesome. Seen Cat chuck him a couple times now, and he's got some fire in him. So obviously huge. It fires us up, gets the crowd into it right away, and then Waddy stepping up as well. It was awesome to see, and I think that just goes to show how much
Watson
guys care.
stepping up. Watson
How committed guys
eviscerated
are to
that
this.
guy.
I mean, for sure, give us a boost to start the game, and just try to feed off it.
I don't go there.
Todd, I imagine this is the kind of defensive effort you talked about wanting to see after the last game. Just what were some of the keys to limiting their chances?
Well, I would go to
What's up?
the crease to start with.
What's up, Brubs?
Telbs. And the
Telbs.
rest of the group.
This one looks familiar.
It wasn't.
Where is
he
that
wasn't
at? Top?
bombarded, but when
or the
he had to
bottom?
make,
Where did I
a
see
good
this
save with the one
yesterday?
At the end, he made it, so that made everybody.
Where
feel
did I
good.
see it, bruv?
And then I think the players in front of them were a lot more responsible.
Where did I see it?
Going south than they were
Saw
the other
this
night.
somewhere
we didn't-
yesterday.
I think we gave up one.
Oh, it's
center
over here.
right away, and not a lot of 2-on-1s, 3-on-2s in comparison to Ottawa. So that's just some of
So
that.
that probably
structural,
goes
some of
there
it's
then.
Work, some
Nice.
of it's reading, and our team was much better in that area. It was a
What's
team,
this?
and again,
McGovern.
race to 3. It was only 2 tonight.
Mixie.
But
It's going
I
right
like
there.
the win, and I like the number 1. The 2-part, whatever, we can live with that. But the 1 and
There's
the win
Kennedy
is what
right there.
is rewarding.
To your point, wasn't as busy.
Thought that was on there last night,
too.
too.
About a goalie when he hasn't seen that much volume, especially going into a 6-on-5 late, or
No.
Well, yes and no. I think it depends on what the night feels like, and but Telbs was locked in pretty good right from the beginning.
This looked like they go
And,
together.
felt confident in him. The group felt confident in him.
how much does playing with the early lead kind of enable that type of defense that you were talking about?
Well, when you're behind, you do have to open it up, and you have to get away from matches on home ice, and
That's Reagan country.
you play with more risk, and inevitably you might
The
give something up and
GOP.
it goes the other way. But when you're leading, you don't have to, you don't have to press as much. And I thought we did a good job of managing, not we, the coaches, but the players did a real good job of managing themselves and getting off when they could, getting fresh guys on. They understood situations in the game
going
where they
there.
started to stretch it out.
Hell yeah.
It was a good night.
Hey, Todd, did you, during this stretch, have you noticed the confidence sagging a bit or whatnot, and how important was it to win because of that tonight?
Well, look, when we got here, anytime a coaching change is made, it's not good, and the belief system or confidence, whatever you want to call it, is going to be at a low. We tried to build it back up, and I think we did a good job of that. Now you get deeper into your season, you're pressing for the playoffs, and you're not winning as much. There's always a seed of doubt that goes into your mind, players, staff, whoever it is. But those are the demons we have to fight off a little bit.
A little bit, buddy.
And there's times we have trouble doing that. There's other times we can push our way through, and that's the maturity part of getting through all of this.
There's that one.
So the answer would be yes,
Fuck
but
was that? 76.
You had the 2 early fights on early in the first period, and the crowd was electric. How do you feel that kind of helped your team feed off the
Bane right
energy
there.
that the crowd was giving you? And then also, is there any
There's
trepidation on
Country.
your part seeing a guy like Alex DeBrincat drop the gloves and risking potential injury?
well, I'll go to the second part. No, because that's part of Cat's game. He's played that way since he was in junior. He's played that way through pro. You come to play and you can't play safe. And would we be disappointed that, knock on wood, something happened and he ever got hurt in the scrap? Yeah, but we're never going to take that away from him. That's part of the fabric of who he is. And he's a competitive individual. And he and Waddy energized the group and the arena. Although I thought going into the game, you could feel us have a little more pop, a little more energy. The fights just took it up, I guess.
Hey, Todd, that's 15 goals now for Casper. I mean, what do you think And going forward, what is his? I mean, what do you see as his offensive potential? What can he do?
There we go.
I can't answer that. He scored a lot on the wing with Larks and Razor when everything was going well. Now he's starting to score,
Carthy.
driving a line through the middle. I thought he and his line tonight, over and above the goal, did a
Reagan.
real good job against a very dangerous line. They're obviously their most dangerous line, but they checked real well too.
Watson didn't see a lot of ice
Rockefeller.
time in the third period. Was that just a personnel shortening the bench decision, or did he injure something in the fight?
No, Austin, it was nothing that he did or didn't do. It was just shortening the bench up a little bit. And, yeah. Good. Good night.
Good night. Good night, Brobs. Let's find out what we can find out. That was simple. All right, let's see what Bill Maher has to say about Rachel, whatever her fucking name is. Not that I like Bill Maher, but
I wanted my money back. They're pretending like Rachel Ziegler is the fairest of them all when she looks like Lord Farquaad in the film.
The Snow White version is woke and feminist and progressive.
Rachel Ziegler, like so many kids raised on TikTok, she's all for infertility is the only global solution.
Rachel Ziegler, she's an
Or
They're
what?
leaning into woke.
Hardcore. They're petrified of some kind of backlash.
If it ain't broken, don't fix
Break
it.
it.
Leave it alone.
So he comes off as an insufferable, whiny brat.
Of course, like with everything on the left these days, they just
Can't
take it too
listen to
far.
this.
It just doesn't make any sense. It makes a little bit more sense. Gaslight people so easily.
Yes, the new Disney boss babe, who is Rachel Ziegler, the inverse
all
of
right,
happy.
going to a record. Can't listen to this bullshit. Bringing my brain down. The fuck was that? Let's listen to Russia. Russia.
I am going to use tribulation texts for men like Dr. Wahlberg, Dr. Wilbur Smith, Dr. Dwight Pentecost, some of the great prophetical names, Dr. DeHaan, said that this thing with Russia happened in the middle of the tribulation hour after the church was gone. So first of all, we see the largest armies in the history of the world. 38:16 now shall come up against my people of Israel as a cloud.
Swarms.
Revelation 9:16, the number of the army was 200,000. How many? 200 million. Put every American in uniform, including children, and you got an idea of the vastness of the armies. Oh, that's impossible, isn't it? Wait a minute. What you forget is that there were something like 57 million in uniform in the First World War from all nations. 82 million from all nations in the Second World War. And General Maxwell Taylor reporting to Washington said we could now, with the population that has grown, have 302 million troops. 102 million more than the fantastic figure of the book of Revelation. Secondly, we see the
I
deadliest.
think that's just GOP party, you idiot.
Folks who are skeptical, I challenge you to go home and get out grandmother's Bible. I don't care if it's 300 years old. You are going to find the clearest mark of concerning the atomic bomb you've ever seen. Where? In that Bible. Where?
Yeah.
Chapter 3, verse 10. The day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, the elements shall melt with fervent heat, the earth and the works that are therein shall be burned. When did Peter write that? 1900 years ago. And you want to know something? He didn't even know what it meant. For God told him to write it. When these men wrote, often they didn't understand what they were writing. They just obeyed God. All right, Mr. Scientist, would you tell us a little bit about the explosion of a hydrogen bomb? First of all, there's a tremendous mushrooming effect.
Reagan country.
Peter said, the heavens pass away with the blast, the noise thereof. Secondly, as it comes in a
What was this? I saw this recently. It's right down there.
Even steel.
think, yes.
Steel tower in New Mexico melted to the ground so that they found nothing. Now I want you to get this. Peter said the elements shall melt with fervent heat. If you go to the library tomorrow and say to the librarian, I want to study the hydrogen bomb, she'd say, sir, follow me. Letter E, word elements. Did you know that in your libraries around America, the atom bomb is classified under elements?
No.
What'd you say, Peter? The elements shall melt. Brother, God gave Peter the exact word 1,900 years ago. This is God's word, said, don't let anyone fool you. Thirdly, the scientists said that the desert became a sea of glass from a blazing, burning effect. What'd you say, Peter? I said, the earth and the works that are there, it shall burn.
Where's Reagan country?
Now, 2 Peter 3:10 is for labor
Right there.
hours, the end of the world. What we're preaching now concerning Russia is not the end of the world. The world goes on for at least another 1,000 years, Revelation 20. But man already has such weapons.
Where's his hand come from?
That we're headed toward the end. You say, well, what is time for this particular war? Dr. Wilbur Smith wrote a book on the atomic bomb.
That's Nixon right there. Let's find him. I think he's up here. That's Rockefeller. Where the fuck is Nixon? I thought he was on the side over there too. No. Maybe this is Rockefeller, not Nixon. Let's put him up there. No, it's not. You're wrong. Nixon now goes under there too. Is that possible? Tis. All right, what are we looking for now? McC. Is that the seed? Kind of looks like it, don't it? Hell yeah.
All green grass was burned, but get this one. Revelation 16:8. Men were scorched with a great heat. I believe that our
That hurts.
The deadliest weapons in history. All this to me, folks.
I'm listening, Bubba.
I love America, but we're in trouble. You've been reading the headlines. United States fades as a missile power. We are now in second place. Detroit News. In Detroit News again, we lose #1 spot. A grim nuclear warning. The ministers come back.
The ministers coming.
Primarily and say to their people, peace, peace, love.
But there is no peace.
At the same time, Russia is building so many missiles that they're out for all out destruction.
There it is, right there.
In the next few years.
It's right there, bro.
We've got a lot of pinks, commies in our church.
I will never forget that. That's the truth, honestly.
And these ministers and every group, the college protesters, it's all being stirred up by communism. Peace, peace. They may not have to fight us to take over. But everything that they plan, brother, I don't know with all the intellectuals we have in this country, unless many of them are infiltrated with communism.
They are.
How they don't know what's going on. Every book I have read written in the last 50 years tells me how to take over a country for communism. And the way they did it in China, the way they did it in Cuba, is what's going on in your campus.
Reagan, that's right in the middle.
We're in trouble.
That's above there.
Weapons, look. This is the latest report by the United Nations.
Where's Ford and Dole? That's above there.
United Nations report.
Reagan's there.
Oh, it'll never happen. It's your life, brother. It's going to happen soon.
Yeah.
The only thing that's going to keep you from the bloodiest war where 1/2 of the world will die is the coming of Jesus Christ to take his church out first.
That part I don't know about, but
This is what's going to happen.
the commies are definitely coming. The rest of that.
Megaton explosion over New York would kill 6 million people.
Sad.
A 20 megaton explosion over Boston would create so much fallout that half of the unsheltered population.
Oh, that is going to fit there. Some bitch.
48 miles would die in 24 hours. The latest reports out of the UN. Oh, I'd love to see peace, but I'll tell you this: as long as 2 human beings are be trouble.
Gonna be Satan, ain't it?
Brothers, look at the divorces everywhere. You can't get two people to get together and get right with one another in their own homes. How on a world scale can you expect to have peace? There'll never be peace till Jesus comes. They don't want him. So before he comes, we're going to see this horrible conflagration. But before that happens, he's coming for a select group, those who are saved. Over 4 years.
Reagan.
What have we said so far? The largest armies, the deadliest weapons, the bloodiest battles. Say, this almost sounds like I'm quoting newspaper articles, headlines, as I just read from the Detroit News and other papers. And it's God's word written hundreds of years in advance. Jeremiah 30, verse 7.
Looks like another edge piece. What's this right here? No, right there.
Never was since there was a nation. Never. Say, here's that Joel chapter 2 again. You know where the northern army is pushed back to Siberia in verse 20? Now as they're moving down in the Middle East. Watch it. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, it's nigh at hand. I dare you, darkness and gloominess. I dare clouds of darkness as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people.
Cleveland and Stevenson.
Verse 6, before their face the people shall be pain. Verse 10, the whole world quakes before them.
It's going by Wallace. Tell me.
We have talked so much about Adolf Hitler, Adolf Eichmann, and the murder of 6 million Jews, and it was a horrible thing. There wasn't only Jews. I've got some of my relatives who are buried tonight because they were in German concentration camps. My uncle was beheaded. I'm not minimizing what happened. It was a horrible thing. But do you know for everyone Hitler slaughtered, communism has murdered?
That's right. That's very true.
They're telling us to get along with it. They're wonderful people. They murdered 20 million of their own Russians. Many of them godly Christians who named the name of Jesus. Remember, there were many godly Russians, and there still are. Not every Russian's a communist. They have murdered over 20 million in China who didn't want to go along with Mao Zedong. They've murdered 3 million.
You just call him Meow.
My brother-in-law was a missionary in Vietnam, fled to America.
It's like Ike.
Couldn't get back. He saw Christian after Christian buried alive. And Gus Hall, the spokesman for the Communist Party in America, wrote an article a few years that said, I will never rest until I see the blood and guts of every Christian in America running
Fred
down the
Harris.
shores. And he hasn't changed. And yet our clergymen from the National Council and other groups
This is going to GOP.
We're going to be shocked one day when we find out how many of them are really connected with the movement. God help us. Let me plead with you people to get into churches in these last hours that stand for the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Reagan. See if we can find some Kennedy.
Funeral for any nation in the world. Here is the defeat of Russian communism. 39 verses 1 and 2. I'm going to quote them like chapter 38. They're the same. Behold, I'm against thee, O God, the Rosh, prince of Moscow, of all skulls, turn thee back. Leave up a sixth part of thee. 5, 6 of their armies are going to fall. 39, 12 to 7 months shall the house of Israel be burying.
Israel.
Every available man is going to bury the dead for 7 solid months.
That's crazy.
What about the other 6? There's your Joel 2:20, where they're driven back to Siberia. I'll remove far off from you the northern army, will drive into a land barren and desolate, with his face toward the east and his hinder part toward the
Looks
utmost.
familiar.
Let's close.
GOP, I think it is.
38-8 latter years. 38-16 latter
Yes.
days. Let's recapitulate.
Reagan.
Latter days, Russia right power. All these nations align themselves. All that still has to happen is the reunification of Germany and Turkey moving to the other side. Everything's ready. Brother, just on that basis,
Brother.
power as you think it is. I'm telling you, Jesus is coming soon. Look at chapter 38, verse 11. Here is why the great prophetical men believe that
What was that for President Herbert Hoover? I saw him in there.
From this, I'm going to show you what I think is going to happen as we sum it all up.
All right, let's hear it.
Russia says, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages.
Here's the spinach one again.
When this was written, an unwalled
Where's
village
Herbert?
always meant
I saw him.
no defense.
Somewhere in the middle.
Say, could Russia march against Jerusalem and the Jews in 1946? No. The Jews have not
That's
had
Herbert.
a nation since the year 70 AD. 2,000 years without a nation. Hitler couldn't have fulfilled this in World War II.
That's not the right one, is it?
They were the wandering Jews of the world.
Oh, that's above Reagan, you dummy.
They couldn't get in. Till 1917, and then they weren't too interested because they had established great business enterprises in other nations. But after World War II, there was a hunger in the Jews' heart for the Holy Land.
Where's this
They started to go back.
bicentennial stuff?
1948, they pulled up their flag. The first time they had a nation in 1900 years. Listen.
All right.
So Russia could not begin to fulfill this prophecy until 1948. There was no Jewish nation.
Good point, buddy.
But since 1948, the Jews have been sitting there 24 hours a day with machine guns, tanks, arms to the teeth. But when Russia marches, there are no armaments. Why? Because soon there is going to come a disarmament program, I'm convinced, that is only going to last for the first 3.5 years of the tribulation hour.
Is that the spinach one? Sure is.
A great world strategist and leader comes to the fore.
Where's spinach?
The world says, this is wonderful.
Spinach is under Anderson.
But he only keeps it
And
for
above
22
Ike.
months and breaks his contracts in the middle of the 7
That
years,
ain't Ike.
Daniel 9:27.
There's Ike.
And when they say peace and safety, then what? Sudden destruction. First Thessalonians
How was
5:3.
the Ike piece
All right, let's put it all together.
over there?
Do you know that the war between the Jews and Arabs of 22 months ago was rigged by Russia?
No.
Do you know that they gave the Egyptians false information so that they wouldn't lose, so that Russia could go in and take over the Mediterranean for the war they're planning to take over Jerusalem?
No, I didn't know it.
These are some of the leading columnists. Syndicated articles in the newspapers of America. Listen, this is by General Glove. For Russia to take Egypt by force would have been bad propaganda. But if Egypt were to suffer a humiliating defeat, the Russians would come in as friends to save Egypt. This is what they did. Here's by Colonel T. Rowan. Out of the debacle of the June War, when the Russians gave the Arabs erroneous, false intelligence information and stood by while
Wait,
Israel
I see where it goes.
humiliating defeat, the Soviets have maneuvered to where they stand taller than ever as friends of the
Israel's. Israel.
But now this article says Washington, D.C. is pacified because of the tons and tons of material. While there are more materials in the Middle East right now than all the materials of World War II combined.
The Blue
Just
or
the last
Anderson
22 months since that battle.
and Bain.
So they ask, what are Russia's intentions?
Is that
Has the
Reagan?
Kremlin decided that it will risk fighting next time to help the Arabs?
This is
Or
Reagan.
is Russia now on a master plan to take over the Middle East and the Holy Land? Soviets mass major Mediterranean fleet. Daily they're preparing. And brother, when you read an article like this in Reader's Digest in the last 2 months, and it sounds just like what I've been preaching again, you say, he must be coming soon. The Soviet Union's aggressive global war tactics in the Middle East. The United States policy of drift.
What is this from?
Plunge the world into the atomic
First Lady. I think that was in the
proliferation
middle
against which the
somewhere.
Kremlin has been piously preaching.
Pat for First Lady.
I want you to hear this closing statement.
All right, let's hear it.
The Middle East, which gave birth to 3 major world religions, could soon become the burial ground of civilization. Where? Middle East. Brother, that's Bible prophecy. Now hear me again. I believe the next thing on God's calendar is the coming of Jesus Christ for his church. Why? Because this one who is going to bring world peace, it's coming, disarmament's coming, cannot come to power until the church of Jesus Christ is gone. 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. Read it.
No.
So soon when the world looks like it may go to war before morning, when it looks like every nation is going to be plunged into it, a great voice comes to the fore and says, peace, peace.
But there is no peace.
And the world keep that peace for 42 months. Let me say it again. Before
42 months.
we Christians must be gone.
I just saw that piece. Where the fuck was it?
Isn't moving you ahead
Is this
right
it?
now, beloved, that
It
I
is.
hope so, but Bible promise.
What's that saying? Go forward with
For 42 months, it
all
happened.
those
And
bastards.
then when the world says peace and safety, sudden destruction, in the middle of the 7 years, they march to the Middle East. But we Christians are
don't
already
see 'em.
at home with the Lord. So Germany can reunify, Turkey can shift over after we're gone. But Jesus,
2 heads. Oh, there they are, way up top.
there is nothing left. Could I repeat one side of this week?
Yes.
If I were to say to my wife, Rexella, I'm going to Iceland. Why, honey? Because I could earn 3 times as much money. Yes, but I'm going to miss you, sweetheart. When are you coming home? Rexella, when I send the last mortgage payment on the house, I will be home. She'd have a pretty good idea, wouldn't she? When that last check came and she went and paid it, she'd say, Jack will be home next week. This is the last payment. All right, this all ties in with the message, so get it. They
Vote
said,
for
Jesus,
Ike.
when are you coming back to the earth? When are you coming back? Luke 21:24. When Jerusalem
Bigfoot.
is in Jewish hands. Times of the Gentiles is synonymous. Same wording, same idea. What'd you say, Jesus? Jerusalem will always be in Gentile hands until I'm ready to return to the earth, and then the Jews will have it. You are the only people in world history in the last 1900 years.
Oh, there's Anderson.
In the last 22 months, Jerusalem
That's Anderson
is
too.
in Jewish hands. Praise the Lord. But the last push, it isn't over yet, is when Russia marches to get it back out of Jewish hands. She won't be pleased. You know what the Jews now tell us?
No.
They said we're willing to give up every bit of land we won 22 months ago from the Arabs, but we will never give up Jerusalem. They won't.
That I
When are you
believe.
coming back, Jesus? When Jerusalem's in Jewish hands.
That I don't believe.
You are the only people in 1900 years who have lived to see that. What does it mean? It means that we may not have to go to work tomorrow morning. Praise God.
That'd be great. I gotta go in the afternoon though, so.
He's coming soon. The Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the
Fuck is that piece?
God, the dead in Christ will rise.
What is that?
Then we which are
Oh,
alive,
it's
and we
right over
shall be
there
caught
somewhere.
together with him. That's what's going to happen. Christ is going to take his people out bodily. 1 Corinthians 15:51, Philippians 3:20, 1 John 3:2,
Hell yeah.
17:5, bodily, to meet him in the clouds of glory. Now, Matthew 24:40 and on is actually a picture of the judgment, not the rapture. Many of you use it for the rapture. He says, one shall be taken, one shall be left. He needs one will
Is
be
that
taken,
Kennedy and
one
Kennedy?
will be left alive, because half the world will die. But it's a beautiful picture of the rapture.
No.
Jesus comes tonight, and I beg you to listen. He's coming soon. In some homes, a wife will be taken and an unsafe father left. In another home, parents taken, children left. Babies are going to be taken up to the age of accountability, which I believe is 12, and unsafe parents left. The world's greatest division is coming soon. This headline hasn't happened yet, but a Christian made a paper in Florida as the way he thought it would look the next morning. Multitudes missing. Multitudes missing. Wouldn't that be something if that were tomorrow?
Yeah, it'd be crazy.
I told you last Thursday night that they are working on a system right now to warn every American in case we have a surprise nuclear attack. They want every radio and television in the United States of America tuned in. One man pushing one button would automatically make every receiver, TV, radio, come on in every home. It can be 2 o'clock in the morning.
There's Anderson.
They push the button.
Let's go in there.
TV comes on full blast so that you hear it and are awakened. This actually appeared in the newspapers a few months back. And then the voice would say, China has just declared hydrogen war. You have 12 minutes left to live. You can either...
Why the fuck? Why would you tell someone that? Just let it be a surprise.
I said, thank the Lord, I'm saved.
I mean, who the fuck is gonna go on air in their last 12 minutes and say, hey, you're gonna die?
What do we have to look forward to? The riots and revolution are going to hit every nation. Genesis 6:11. It's one of the signs of the end. The disorder is coming, brother. As it was the days of Noah. How was it? The whole earth was filled with violence and riots. Like it was, it'll be. And every nation is affected by this.
Fuck did Fred Harris go?
Why?
There he is.
Right at the last moment
GOP.
But supposing they got that system installed and the church was still here, and then suddenly, in the middle of the night, a voice says, Jesus Christ has just come for his church. Christians have vanished from many, many homes, from many areas. Would you be in that number? A big strapping man walked the aisle in Ceres, California with tears running down his face.
Let's
He was
say,
holding a little 6-year-old girl's hand.
come back,
He
Truman.
dropped it and took mine and said, Preacher, I heard the greatest sermon I ever heard tonight, but you didn't preach it. She did. She pulled my hand and said, Daddy, Jesus is coming soon. Mother and I are ready. Your chair will be empty in heaven, Daddy.
Oh, no.
Are you going to be that father left behind for the bloodiest war in history? Will it be you, Mother? Will it be you, T?
That looks like it goes.
Oh, the world's greatest separation is coming, and maybe in a matter of days, as Christ calls his church home. I have not preached the sign to you tonight that points to the return of Christ. I preach the sign that happens after we're gone, and the sign you see being fulfilled everywhere you look in the Middle East tonight. We better be ready for the coming of the Lord. How do you get ready? By asking them to your heart. Church membership isn't enough. Baptism isn't enough. As many as receive Jesus, oh, he must be living in your heart. It must be
Reception.
saved. If you're not saved, get saved. Every head bowed with me, please, in prayer. I'm going to ask that everyone be sincere. Let's bow. Let's really pray. Christians, you who know how to get a hold of God, pray like you've never prayed tonight. Heavenly
What's
Father,
this?
we ask thee to give us souls. Oh, God, help people to see how close we are to the end. God, it was such a deep message. Not everyone understood every part of it, but everyone got the general idea.
Does that go here? No.
And it's so near.
Leadership for a change.
Help us to be ready.
Leader for a change. Well, Jack, you died a couple of years ago, unfortunately. Carter and Mondale. What a fucking team they were. Yeah, we got that connected. Now we need that blue of Gifford. This looks like Reagan, don't it? Or no? I don't think so. What are we looking for? Gifford, I think it is. No, it's Sanford. What the hell's Sanford? All right, what record am I going to put on now? That looks like that one that was down there, don't it? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. There's Kennedy. How many fucking Kennedys and LBJs and all this bullshit is there? What's this? That looks like that, don't it? Where'd it go? I lost it. This looks like part of the ruler. Goldwater? Yeah. Oh, get out of there, buddy. Get out of there. What's that piece I was looking at earlier? Is that Goldwater too? I think so. No. It's not Goldwater. So who's next to Goldwater? There's a flag, and then there's, looks like Gerald Ford. Gerald motherfucking Ford. Still don't see this piece either. Where is it? Some goddamn horse. Oh, that's a moose. And it goes right up under Reagan. So, Gurney. That's not gonna help me. Fuck is that guy too? Don't see him either. Gonna find him. Gonna find him, bruv. Who's this dude? Rutherford B. Hayes? No, that's Grover Cleveland. And I just saw that Goldwater Star over there. Son of a bitch. Let's go back for Goldwater Star. Just saw it too. And I was like, no, it doesn't go to the ruler, so I'm just gonna leave it. Where was it? Why did I leave it? Why? It's gone now. There's the Harris. Where's Goldwater? I want it. Fucking saw it. It was like a badge looking thing. Which brings me to Bob Dylan. I heard fucking knocking on heaven's door the other day and he's take this badge for put the guns in the ground. I can't shoot them. What are you fucking talking about? Now is when you need them the most. You mean you can't shoot them anymore? All right. I don't see Goldwater's badge. Goldwater. Who's this? Gurney. I'll save you. You seem like you're easy to find. Damn, where'd that Goldwater piece go? This looks like it goes under Goldwater's Tingermabob. Definitely goes here. I just don't know where. Right there, I guess. Oh, look at that. It went in that piece. It's the second time I've done that. And there's that other piece, I think. Or am I imagining that? No, I'm not. It's going in there. Let's see if I can't find. Does this go there too? I didn't do a very good job of separating them. Where the fuck is Goldwater? Goldwater. Water. Don't see that badge anymore. Maybe I did set it aside. Don't think I did though. That's going. No, that's not going there. That's going up there somewhere. Right there. This puzzle's pretty easy, honestly. Once you get past the searching for pieces. No, I don't see Goldwater badge. I give up on it. I'll come back and find it later. This one, I thought I set some aside. That looks like part of Ike. Saw that piece somewhere. A friend of his, anyway. Is that Mao? Diddy Mao? That's the shoe, isn't it? That's the motherfucking shoe. Definitely is the shoe. The shoe that kicked your ass. know what happened to that gold water piece. It disappeared into the... That's Cleveland. Where the hell was Cleveland at? Right over here. All right, we'll start slapping these in. Harris over there. It's probably going to connect me right to Kennedy. Sure did. What was this piece? Ike. The hell did I have Ike at? I think Ike's up here. Ike, where are you, Bubba? Nope, that's a different Ike. All right. Goldwater. Isn't this piece right on this side? No. Don't know how that Goldwater piece went missing. Just saw that bastard. Now he's gone. Barry, I'm talking to you, Sotoro. All right. Give up on the Goldwater piece. See what the situation is here. Bring the top back up. See what we got. Got the foot. Stevenson. Shriver is right under Stevenson. Or I mean Ike. So Ike goes right there. What else can we connect? Don't think I got. There's LBJ. He's still on the side over there somewhere. That progressive party thing. Where the fuck was that? Thought I put together that progressive party thing. Guess not. There's Founders Day. I saw that piece a couple times. Makes sense what that is then. There it is right there. Put your ass there, put your ass there. And we got some connections. Who's above the moose? Reagan's above the moose. There's a piece of Ike. This is a different Ike, I assume. Maybe that's that Ike. No. No, it's the part of Ike, but there. What's next to him? LB fucking J. Shriver. That's a given. That's Grover Cleveland. Man, where'd that badge go? So the badge is dark color. That should help. There's Founders Dave part. Look for that badge. There's Anderson. Yeah, these pieces are too identifiable. Why can't I see you, Goldwater? Did I put it out here? Maybe that's why I can't find it. No, I don't see it anywhere out there. What's this? Guernsey, or whatever that says. Find Guernsey. There it is, Gurney. Gurney's right here, somewhere. Who's he connect to? Nothing that I have out. All right, back to Goldwater and that badge. Dark piece. I don't know what color it is. Colorblind, but we shall find it. I still don't see it. It's crazy. So looked right at it. There's Hayes. Is that him? I don't think that's Hayes. Purple Hayes. the one that goes over here. Where the fuck did that gold water piece go? I can't find it. Looks like Mondale, maybe. LBJ. Where's LBJ? LBJ. There's another LBJ. I don't see this one though. Where is he? It's probably under that fucking puzzle or that price tag, and it sure is. You son of a bitch. You try to hide that from me? How dare you? Ever try to hide that from me again? And is it gonna go in there? It's not gonna fit anyway. And I don't think it's it. No. All right, look for Landon and Knox. Colors Landon and Knox, blackish. Something stand up for America. Put that on the bottom. There's Mondale. What the hell Mondale was? Mondale's up top. There you go. You're going to connect to Ike, and then you're going to connect to him. Thank you. This should be easy enough to find. Yellow looking fucker. I see where it goes. Over there. I just lost it. There it is under the GOP party. Yep, it's going to connect to there. Whenever I can find that piece. There's Landon and Knox right there. Stuck it outside. That's why I couldn't find it. Got it upside down, dummy. So that's probably going to go where? Nowhere for that to go. All right. What does LBJ connect to? This fucker. Then what's that say? Is that Roosevelt? No. It's Rousseau or something like that. Thought I had that piece out already. No. Nobody. There it is, the badge. I saw it again. Found the badge of Barry Goldwater. Cuba. Where's that Faubus? Faubus goes over Pat. Where are you, Pat? Not going in there. But we know where you go now. There's another part of LBJ. Or not LBJ. Yeah, it is LBJ. Wait, maybe that's the LBJ. LBJ. LB fucking J. Move out of my way before LBJ offs another person. Does that go there? It's on his chest if it does. I think it does. Then it goes in there, maybe? No. There? No. It doesn't go anywhere, Bubba. That's going there, though. It ain't easy being a pimp, I gotta tell you. It ain't easy, buddy. You're going right there, aren't you? All right, that should be easy enough to find. Bunch of that and a bunch of this. The hell is this in the middle of nowhere? What is that? Kind of metal or something. Is that Stevenson I had built over here? Yes, it is. All right, Stevenson, you're coming over here, buddy. You go above that. What was that piece I just had? Does this go over there with him? Possibly, maybe. I don't think so. Stand up for America. Where is that at? I'm looking for that one anyway. We'll get back to you, buddy. Thought I put those black pieces aside. That should go somewhere over there. No, that could go anywhere. Goes over there with him, a star. Fuck is Shriver? Is that a relative of the Kennedys? Is that him? Looks like him. What's this? I've seen that a couple times. Rocky or nobody. Is that what it says? Yep, and it goes right under Stevenson. So that's probably going to connect right to there. Who's up there? Wallace for president. There he is. I asked for him, and there he is, I think. Who's this little fucker? piece. Getting raining again. I think I'm going to stop this for now. Take a break. For U.S. President. Oh, there's Pat. Can't go yet. I found Pat. Then I found this dickhead. Whoever he is. Publius. What's his name? Faubus. Faubus connects to this thing. Or does he? No, Faubus connects to LBJ. I don't know why I can't say his name. Probably because he's a piece of garbage. Progressive Party. That's right. LBJ was progressive, wasn't he? Forgot about that bullshit. Does this go to something with Rick or something like that? Is that part of that too? I think it is. Win with Dick. So we're going to find LBJ's feet. What's this one? Republicans. Oh, Republicans for LBJ. Didn't know that was a movement. Reagan and Faubus. All right, now I'm stopping.